Hey, kids.
Hey, Dad.
Welcome to Ball Hawk Talk, the first only Ball Hawk podcast brought to you by Ball Hawks for Ball Hawks. You know what the rest I'm saying. So
It's inspired by Hall & Oates.
it is expired, but not expired, but
Woo-hoo.
thank you, Tony. I'm coming to you from my car tonight. Not because actually this is not my car. This is my mom's car. Because I am back home in a state that is not my state. And we'll get into that a little bit later. Tony, you got anything else to say about that?
So should we start off with what we're going to be talking about? We're going to be talking about weather.
We will, because Cole Atkins loves the weather. We will be talking about the weather tonight.
We have a special guest who is very experienced with weather. He is a meteorology major from St. Cloud State University and very much involved with Atlanta.
I experience weather on a daily basis.
And we will also be talking about the NL East. We'll talk about the National League and the American League as well tonight.
Yes. In a segment we have kind of called "What's in Santa's
Sack?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
because we thought we were gonna have a basic Boxing Day episode, but we couldn't get that done because of the ice. But we will be talking about Santa's sack tonight.
Yes.
So Tony, what should we start with tonight?
Let's start with a bit
about the weather.
Yeah.
Weather.
So,
okay. Tony, how's the weather in Minneapolis tonight?
In Minneapolis, it is. Let me get into Jared. What's it like?
Currently, it's evening, and it's relatively cold. We're looking at 22 degrees Fahrenheit. That's minus 6 degrees
Celsius
for you Canadians. And we're going into nighttime, so it's going to get a little colder. And pretty much the weather this week is partly sunny, and highs in the low 30s. And, there's a chance for snow on Thursday. But big stuff's not coming till Monday.
Wow.
Is it compelling, right?
Can you top that, David?
I heard from the weather gurus in Portland this week, we're supposed to get a nor'easter, where the mountains are going to get 18 inches of snow. And since I'm a skier, this guy right here, I kind of wish I came next. This guy right here.
How are the hills?
The hills this week, they were a little bit icy. I did go skiing yesterday. They were a bit scrapey. I could hear my skis on the ice. So I was a little disappointed in that, but I'll take it. It was good skiing weather for the most part. But
and did you see any of my own kind?
Pardon me, sir?
Did you see one of my own kind? Did you see a Minnesotan out there?
A man in the what?
Did you see a Minnesotan?
I did say Minnesotan, but my Minnesotan was on Christmas Eve. It was my next door neighbor.
Okay.
She's a nice old lady about the age of 60. And she said, "Oh gosh, David." I told her I had been to Minnesota in a few years past, and she was very excited about that. She's from Kenyon, Minnesota. Do you know what Kenyon, Minnesota is?
Yeah. Kenyon-Wanamingo is the school district, and they're always like 2 hours delayed because they're out in the middle of nowhere, and plows are tough to come by.
That does sound about right. She was from Kenyon, Minnesota, and it was a good time because she was my next door neighbor. She was the mother of the next door neighbor growing up, my best friend, and so got to saw his sister. Gave everyone a big old huggy hug, and it was good. Huggy hugs for everybody. Here.
Jared, are you going to join?
Here you go.
What am I?
Here's a hug.
A group hug.
Oh,
Hug.
sorry.
It's okay. All right, moving on. Yeah. So, given this week, we wanted to explore Santa's sack. Santa has a big old sack for Christmas. Big old wrinkly sack. So, Tony, did you want to explore Santa's sack for the American League, or do you want me to go for the National League?
Let's go back and forth. Do you want to start with the East?
Okay. Do you want to start with the NL East?
Sure.
Okay. All right. Since I'm an NL East guy, being in Atlanta, we need to look at Santa's big old wrinkly sack for the NL East, and he's got a big old sack for the NL East because there's a lot been going on in the NL East. So let's start with the Atlanta Braves for the NL East and Santa's big sack. You ready for the big sack?
I am. Let Santa's sack spray on me.
Yeah, Santa had a big old nut sack for the Atlanta Braves. Can you get any bigger than Bartolo Colon coming to the Atlanta Braves? I mean, I know we got the knuckleballer R.A. Dickey, but Santa had a big old sack for Bartolo Colon.
That's true. It couldn't be any bigger.
No, because Bartolo is a big ass dude.
Thick.
Big ass. And he's got a big old sack.
I think he's going to hit a few dingers at the new stadium.
His big sack should fit in the new stadium, I think. So for the Atlanta Braves, the biggest sack coming to Atlanta will be Bartolo Colon. He's got a big fat sack. Ho, ho, ho. Also coming into the National League East, I think for the big sack will be Odubel Cabrera has a big sack for the Philadelphia Phillies.
Yes.
Like the Phillies, the Phillies didn't do a lot, but they did sign Odubel Cabrera for a pretty good extension. I think they kind of bypassed his arbitration years. So they will be looking at him for the next 4 or 5 years playing center field, which is he's a great guy. If you kind of give him a little Timile La Pelota, he'll throw you a ball. He does understand Spanish. Choo choo.
You're welcome for that ding, Johnny.
Hey. Also going on the American League East for the New York Mets, I think the biggest surprise in their sack this year was they got a big surprise in their sack. Big balls would be the center fielder. They got a big sack in center field.
Cespedes?
Yeah, Cespedes. They got a big Cespedes sack.
For the rest of us?
Cespedes for the rest of us. Not like the grievance of Eric. I mean, not like the grieving of
airing of grievances.
Yeah, not the arrogance of grievances. Just like talking about themselves. So Cespedes coming back to the Mets in the AL East. That's pretty big. They really provided a lot of power in the middle of their lineup.
Yep.
And then like the last one in there's 2 more teams in the NL East. The next one is the Miami Marlins, which I don't really know if they even know what they're doing.
No.
I think they're just kind of trying to hold on until Jeffrey Loria sells the team, and then they can do something else. But I don't even think they know. I don't even think they know what they're doing.
So you're saying Santa hasn't come to Miami yet?
No, Santa doesn't go to Miami. Sorry for all my Miami friends, but I don't think they really know. And finally, in the NL East, It leaves us with the Washington Nationals, and I think Santa's kind of taking a big old dump in their stockings. I mean, because they like unloaded their whole minor league system for like kind of like nothing.
Yeah.
They got Adam Eaton. They got Adam Eaton, who's like a decent player, but like at the same time, he's not like a headliner. And they've kind of gotten rid of their whole system for Adam Eaton, and so.
And they really got snubbed in a few other big trades. So whoever's in the front office, someone else in baseball really doesn't like them. They couldn't pull the trigger on some of the big names like Chris Sale, and now they're just kind of scrounging up for whatever is left.
Yeah, and they kind of got rid of Chris. I mean, they kind of got rid of the whole system for Adam Eaton, which it kind of seemed like the whole system they're trying to get rid of for Chris Sale. They went to the next sale they had and got rid of Adam Eaton. Attained Adam Eaton for whatever they're going to get rid of Chris Sale for. So.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, whatever. And at least I would give them a B- for the whole off-season transactions.
Well, I'll do the AL East then, and I'll start with worst and go up to first. So let's start with the Tampa Bay Rays, formerly Devil Rays. I would say that the biggest sack that they have is Wilson Ramos, and maybe the ability to spend more money. It seems like they're in on some big name guys, which is new to them. Right, Jared? Then they finished in fourth place, which is no bueno for them. The Yankees, they got a big name in Matt Holliday, and really they've just been doing short-term deals, so they're building up the future. So I think Santa's going to give them a big 2018, 2019. Then the Blue Jays, Santa's big sack is just them not overpaying for guys and sticking to patience. So they haven't really gotten anyone in particular, but they also haven't spent too much, like on Edwin Encarnacion and Jose Bautista and other free agents. Then there's the Orioles. They got Wellington Castillo, and they also have patience. So good on Santa. They don't have to overpay Matt Wieters. Like
ho.
They don't have to pay Matt Wieters Joe Mauer money, which coming from Minnesota, we know that the Joe Mauer deal was no bueno.
Train wreck.
Hey, I'm gonna show you my. I'm in downtown my town right now. So here's a little visual. Can you see it? Can you see any of that? Pretty lights. You see pretty lights?
I did.
If you ever want to come to Portland, Maine, they have a lot of pretty lights.
Yeah, and that's way different than Portland, Oregon. They have the same name, but way different place.
It is. You know what the actual truth is that Portland, Oregon was named after Portland, Maine.
Ooh.
Yep. Put that in your Christmas stocking, kids. Sorry, Mrs. Abney.
Lastly, in the AL East are the Red Sox.
I got you, lady. It's okay. All right. Like, let's give a little back information about Ball Hawk Talk. Ball Hawk Talk is being brought to you live from a moving vehicle tonight.
Sponsored by Mom's Car.
It's all right. It is sponsored by Mom's Car, and someone just tried to give me a hands up that I was going to run them over, and I told the lady, "It's okay. I see you."
What kind of car is it?
Oh, it is a RAV4.
Not a RAV3, not a RAV5, a RAV.
Nope. Or RAV1.
So the Red Sox.
Yes.
If you look on the bright side, they replaced Clay Buchholz with Chris Sale.
I would think that That's a positive. I would put that on the Red Sox positive side.
Yes. Don't look at the bad news. Don't look at what they gave up for Chris Sale. Just look at the positive side that they upgraded one of their pitchers.
I mean, and anytime you can turn a right-hander into a left-hander, that's pretty positive in your pitching rotation.
Yeah. Jared can't swing from right-handed to left-handed. He's tried.
Mm-hmm.
I've tried to go from right-handed. Whenever you try to go to left-handed, it kind of feels like it's somebody else doing it.
Yeah.
If you know what I'm saying.
Or the sleeper.
Yeah.
Stranger
danger.
Sorry, Mr. Canary.
It's that near.
Do you want me to do the Central next, or do you want to do the Central?
I can do a Central.
Okay.
All right. Can you see me?
I can see you.
Okay, thank you. Well, the NL Central, it's kind of like a turd in a punch bowl this year so far. If you know what I'm saying. I mean, there hasn't been tons of going on. I mean, the Cubs did sign Wade. There was a trade with Wade Miley, kind of get a closer for the Cubs since they let go of
Chapman?
Who.
Yeah.
Aroldis Chapman. So they did trade. They did trade it. Who was it? The shortstop.
Oh, Soler.
They did trade away Soler for Wade Miley, so they would have a closer this year. So the Cubs kind of did get a little bit of an upgrade. Let's see, the Pirates. They kind of didn't do too much, did they?
No.
No, not too much for the Pirates. The Cubs.
They didn't get any booty.
No, but the Cardinals, they did sign Dexter Fowler, which I'm not complete. No, for the last couple of weeks, I've been kind of telling you that I'm not completely sold on Dexter Fowler. Well, he's a good center fielder, but like his overall contract, he's really overpaid for the position he's playing as a center fielder for the Cardinals. The Brewers, they're kind of just maintaining, I guess. I mean, they're not going to re-sign their first baseman. I think they signed it up. They signed a first baseman out of Korea, who I don't know. We'll see what happens with him.
Hopefully, he doesn't end up like Jung Ho Kong.
No, because Jung Ho Kong. That was my next point. Jung Ho Kong did sign an extension for $16 million, which seemed to be like half of what his blood alcohol level content was. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? He's a little bit of a drunk driver, kids. Don't be a drunk driver.
A little bit.
Just a little bit.
Just the tip.
Just the tip. That's a fun game to play when you get older. When you get older, kids, you can play that game.
Yeah, and that's where you go to the restaurant and you don't even order anything and you just leave a tip, right?
Just leave a tip. Like when your bill is like $20, kids, just pay like $2 for a tip.
Yep, just the tip.
Just the tip. Let's see. What else is in the NL Central? We've already covered the Nationals.
Oh, the Reds.
The Reds. Oh, the Reds.
Don't forget about Cole.
No, Cole Atkins. I'm sorry,
but
your team is the turd of the punch bowl. They did not. I mean, they did. Tyrell Jenkins. He got released by the Braves. The Rangers signed him, and before Christmas, the Reds. He got released by the Rangers, and then the Reds signed him. So Cole Atkins. If you see what's his name? Tyrell Jenkins in the outfield, ask him for a ball, he'll give you one.
It's true. He'll do it.
Yeah, but other than that, God bless. But I'm sorry, Cole Atkins. Other than that, the Reds have not done much in this offseason.
No.
Nope. What about the AL Central?
The AL Central. Who finished at the bottom, Jared?
The bottom of the AL Central, I guess I would believe, would be the White Sox.
Jared, who do you think?
We have
How many years in a row has it been?
So
We're going on what, 6 in a row now? 11 in a row? No, it sort of feels like it, though, don't it?
So the Twins.
Hello? 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 Where's Tony? Ooh, stinky.
Waiting for people in this call.
No internet connection.
Blah.
Did you hear that?
The special hockey page just got a message from some lady, basically just like must be Facebook stalking people, this person, to try to get, are you the same person? Are you the same person that, oh, are we back?
Thanks.
Live?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see. Let's add back. This is why we're low. We don't get big bucks. So I guess resuming where we left off. AL Central. We talked about the Twins getting a new office, which is going to be very nice for some new employees. Then the White Sox had a nice fire sale, and they got a lot of. They took a large load from other teams, which is actually a positive thing. It might not sound that good. It might sound sticky, but actually, I think it's going to work out better in the long run. They'll probably have children that turn into very good baseball players. Looking next on the list, Twins, White Sox, Royals, Jorge Soler. Yeah, that's good. So they have a lot of guys with high potential, with a high asking price, and their window may have closed, but now is their time to wheel and deal. Go Royals. Jared is looking at the Royals right now. He's intense. Jared, what do you have to say about the Royals? Yeah.
Unfortunately, the Twins aren't going to catch him next year. So.
Ooh. So where did the Twins finish?
Second to last year, I think. Or second? Did I say it right? Second to last this year.
Okay. White Sox on the bottom.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, Tony's favorite team. I mean,
former
used to be team.
Yeah. But now that Robin Ventura got the heave ho, it's only going to be Twins. Or maybe if the off chance that Kloof signs with them, I guess that could happen. That won't happen. Tiger. They are holding on to their big pieces and being patient. So I think Santa's sack is waiting to burst. And yes, we do need to pull David back in. I'm reading messages from Jared. Great. Not only is he a great co-host, but he is also a dedicated viewer.
Managing the chat. That's my job.
So yeah, Stack is just waiting to burst. They have that guy, what's his name? Miguel Cabrera? I think he could demand something. Although he has a huge contract, so we'll see.
Hey, welcome back.
So I just got done with the Tigers, and I'm just now getting into the Indians for the AL Central, so this is the last one. The Indians signed former Blue Jay slugger, and that is what Santa Sack gave them. And I am talking about Chris Colabello. Oh, no, Edwin Encarnacion. But they did that too. They got Chris and Edwin. Jared? Chris Colabello?
I like Chris Colabello.
How do you feel about the steroid thing that happened last year? You believe him?
No. Unfortunately, anybody who gets busted anymore, I kind of have a pretty hard time believing anybody, because really, has anybody actually not been proven? I mean,
Lance Armstrong got falsely accused. Oh wait.
Stop yelling in my ear.
Why?
I just got to a basketball game, so I was trying to listen, and everyone was yelling in my ear.
Oh. Do you want to finish up the NL West?
No.
hey!
I will show you a basketball game.
Okay.
The home team must have scored.
The score is 26-58 in favor of the
Oh
Tigers
boy,
over the Rams.
that's unfortunate.
Holy, everyone plug your ears. Holy shit, this is my high school, and they're getting the ass beaten. I'm going to go beat the coach. Right now.
Beat him off.
Yes, I'm gonna throw my fist at his face. Anyways, Tony Voda, let's go with your Santa's. What does Santa's sack have for the AL East? Tony Voda. Oh, there's Tony Voda. Go ahead, Tony Voda. I am leaving the loud noises of the basketball arena so we can talk baseball. Okay, go. Jared is gone.
The irony in that post right there.
Okay, we're back. We're going to finish this up quick, I guess. I'm going to have to try to add David again.
I'm so sorry.
I am so worst show ever. I guess bad things come in sixes. This is the sixth one. This is the Carrie Fisher of our shows.
Ooh, too soon.
I love you, Carrie.
All right, kids. Are we ready to resume?
Yes.
Yeah. Although, speaking of Carrie Fisher, I was just thinking that Bartolo Colon kind of looks like Jabba the Hutt.
Bartolo Colon is Jabba the Hutt.
David.
Yes, sir.
Whose hat are you wearing?
I am wearing a Letter Braves hat in Portland, Maine right now.
But
what?
I saw that there was a MLB hologram on the bill.
Hold on. Let me tell everyone to keep it down. I'm trying to have I'm trying to continue a podcast right now. Hey, y'all keep it down. I'm trying to have ball blab.
Quit cheering for us.
Yeah, for sure on my podcast, you bunch of assholes. That's a block. Good call, ref. All right, I'm sorry. They're trying to have a basketball game in the middle of our podcast. I'm sorry.
Oh, they're the worst.
But what was the question again? I'm sorry.
So it looks like there's a MLB hologram on your hat, though. So was it game worn or something?
I think it was a Jordan Peraza. Peraza. He's now in the red system. So Cole Atkins might be able to help us out a little bit on that. But it was his, my spring training hat that he wore. So I'm kind of a little proud of that part.
Nice.
But one division we have not looked at yet. We have not looked at the NL West or the AL West for that matter.
Carry it away.
Oh. So I think the NL West is like out of all of the divisions, they've kind of
Whoa,
done
hold
well.
on, hold on.
Oh, whoa. Okay, I will
Who
calm.
is that sexy lobster in the background?
I will slow my roll.
Who's that sexy lobster in the background?
I'm slowing my roll.
That one.
Hello.
The lobster in the background.
What's going? Oh, those are lovely ladies.
Please tell me that your team name are the Red Claws after lobsters.
It's a NDPL. That's a team of the National Basketball Developmental League.
Oh.
Yeah, like an NDBL team, if you have, yeah.
Okay, so carry on with the NL West. My bad.
Okay, the NL West. There's been a lot of doings in the NL West this year. If you look at the Dodgers, they've had a lot of signings this year. I mean, not really signings, but they've re-signed Kenley Jansen to the Dodgers, and they've also Justin Turner as a third baseman. So the Dodgers, they really haven't done much, but they've kind of like stayed strong. The San Francisco Giants did sign Mark Melanson. They kind of bolstered the bullpen because in the playoffs, their bullpen sucked this year. So I think if they would have had any sort of bullpen in the NL West this year, they would have beaten the Cubs in the first round of the playoffs.
Suck it, Larry.
Pardon me?
I said, suck it, Larry.
Yeah, suck it, Larry. Lair. What else we have going on in the NL West? The Dodgers, I mean, they have a new manager. That's a good start. And then they have some signings in the NL for the Dodgers. I mean, for the Rockies.
Diamondbacks? Oh, the Rockies?
And they're kind of looking at Mark Trumbo as well. And Mark Trumbo would be a big thump in the middle of the lineup since they could kind of. I mean, I might be able to hit 10 home runs a year for the Rockies.
How about the Padres?
The Padres. I haven't really seen the Padres do much in the offseason this year. But sometimes the best thing to do is nothing at all. I mean, it's kind of like the Braves. They did a little bit, but they really haven't done tons in the offseason. So do a little bit, but don't do too much. I think in the offseason is the game plan. We have a substitution.
Lastly, the Diamondbacks.
The best thing the Diamondbacks does is got rid of Dave Stewart because the best thing the Diamondbacks have done is kind of like just rolled out the Braves minor league system. It seems like.
Well, that's everyone from the National League then.
Yeah. So what's going on with the NL West?
All right, let's start with the A's. They appear to finally be maybe trying to spend money. So Merry Christmas. The Angels really have done nothing, but they still have Mike Trout. So Merry Christmas. He is Santa's sack, and that's the only thing they have. Then the Astros, they actually have a bunch of trades and free agents, and their front office is going nuts. So that's pretty cool. Shout out to Angel. You must be pretty proud of your team. Mariners, they got Gene Segura. So maybe that's good, but they also gave up a lot. We'll see who wins that trade. They did that with the Diamondbacks. So we'll see. And lastly, the Rangers, they've been doing not a bunch of big name signings, but they've been buying low on a lot of formerly good guys. Like let's Carlos Gomez, Andrew Kushner, and potentially Josh Hamilton. And they're signing onto very low contracts compared to what they should have been a couple of years ago.
Hey Tony, I heard that the signing of, well, it wasn't really a signing, but just like the acquisition. It was a de-acquisition actually of George Michaels. of Last Christmas, and then Wham.
Ooh,
More.
wow.
You guys are going low right now. First
Is that
Carrie
too soon?
Fisher, now George Michael.
We're just
We love
talking
you,
about
George.
dead celebrities.
You're killing me.
No, we're killing them.
Oh,
You went there.
I didn't.
All right. I suppose let's wrap this show up, I guess. Does that sound good, David?
This may go down as the worst ball hawk talk episode ever. So
It's
You
Tony's
mean
fault.
Lab?
we have come to you from like 4 locations. I have come to you from 4 locations.
Jared! If David can have us look at the ceiling, then you can look at Tony in 2D.
Wait. But hey.
Hey, the home team scored again.
Well,
I saw someone hit a 3-point basket, so good for them.
they allow 3-pointers down there or up there?
All right, kids. This may have been the worst ball hawk talk ever, a ball hawk blab ever, but we will come back to you with a better episode next week.
Yes. Episode 7 is where we just really hit our stride.
I mean, it was a bad boxing day for all of us.
With that being said, we miss you, and we want a rich girl.
Yeah.
So thank you Jared, for coming on.
I did my part.
So everyone, Allah Abdul Nabi, bless. And everyone just hug everyone you love.
Yes. Do that right now. And we love you.
And good night.
Good night.